I lost $20,000 in less than 90 minutes, not to a thief breaking into my house and not to a hacker, to a phone call. That sounded exactly like my grandson. I knew about advances in AI. I'd heard the conversations on the news, artificial intelligence, voice assistants, deepfakes, synthetic media. I'd seen the anchors talk about it like it was the future, something fascinating, something technical, something far away from regular life. I never imagined that future included someone stealing the sound of my grandson's voice. I was a victim, and I'm sharing this story so you understand something important. Technology itself isn't the enemy. It can be used for good, for connection, for progress, but it can also be used for harm. There are people who will take these tools and turn them into weapons, and in a single moment of fear, weakness, or hesitation, they will try to take whatever they can from you. Here is my story. I'm 70 years old. I spent nearly 40 years driving freight across highways most people avoid in winter. I've pushed through blizzards, breakdowns, black ice, and long stretches of loneliness. I've handled emergencies at 3 in the morning with no one around but headlights and wind. Pressure never scared me. Responsibility never scared me. But love did, because love is the one thing that makes you move before you think. My name is Robert Bob Martinez. I live in a brick row house I bought in 1988. It's modest, paid off. It creaks in winter. My wife Elena and I raised our daughter there. Elena passed away in 2020 after a stroke. 43 years married. When she died, the house didn't just get quiet, it felt hollow. Now it's just me. My daughter Sophia lives about 25 minutes away. Strong, organized, and my grandson Daniel, 18 years old, smart, accepted to college. He still calls me abuelo. That word carries history. On April 18th, 2024, at exactly 3:42 p.m., my phone rang. I was in the kitchen rinsing a coffee mug. The number was local but unfamiliar. I almost ignored it. I answered, "Hello?" A calm male voice responded, "Is this Robert Martinez?" "Yes." "My name is Mark. I'm here with your grandson Daniel. He's been in a car accident." My chest tightened instantly. "What?" "We're on a side street. Daniel rear-ended my vehicle. He's shaken up. He doesn't want police involved." I could hear wind, traffic in the background. Then, "Abuelo, I'm sorry." My knees felt weak. It was Daniel's voice. Exact. Not similar, not almost. Exact. Same tone. Same small break in his voice when he feels guilty. Same rhythm. Even the slight breath between words. "Are you bleeding?" I asked. "Please don't tell Mom," the voice said. That erased my doubt completely. That's exactly what Daniel would say. The man stepped back in immediately. No silence allowed. "If police are called, your grandson could face reckless driving charges, court appearances, insurance complications, a permanent record." Permanent record, college starts in the fall, scholarships, applications. He didn't need to threaten me loudly. He built the future slowly. Then he lowered his tone. "The other driver's willing to settle privately, $20,000, cash, today, within the hour. $20,000. "That's a lot of money," I said. "And jail is worse," he replied. Then, "Abuelo, please, here's what people underestimate about these scams. The voice isn't the only weapon. It's the timing. He didn't let silence sit. He didn't let me process. He layered urgency with responsibility. You are the only one who can fix this right now." That sentence hooked me. It made me feel necessary, important, responsible. He told me not to hang up. If you disconnect, the other driver calls police. Isolation. That's step one. He stayed on the line while I grabbed my keys. Put the phone on speaker. He filled every second of the drive. "You're doing the right thing. Daniel needs you. Stay calm. Don't involve anyone else. That last instruction was critical, because verification kills scams. But fear blocks verification. As I drove, I wasn't thinking about money. I was thinking about damage control, about protecting my grandson from humiliation, about stopping a mistake from becoming permanent. That's how they guide you. They move your focus away from the transaction and onto the emotional rescue. By the time I reached the bank, I wasn't making a financial decision. I was executing a solution. Inside the credit union, everything looked normal. 2 people in line. Soft music overhead, a teller smiling. It felt surreal. I need to withdraw $20,000 in cash, I said. The teller paused. The branch manager came over. Mr. Martinez, are you being pressured by anyone to withdraw this money today? That question was a lifeline, but panic changes perception. To me, the threat wasn't the man on the phone. It was the image of Daniel sitting on a curb somewhere waiting for me to act. So I said, no, everything is fine. They counted the bills, stacks of $100 notes. As I watched the money move across the counter, something inside me whispered, this feels wrong. But fear was louder. Fear sounds convincing when it uses someone you love. At 4:27 p.m., I walked out with $20,000 in an envelope. In the car, his tone shifted, less polite, more directive. Drive to Grayford Hollow Park. I hesitated. Can I speak to Daniel? Silence. Then, Abuelo, please hurry. That word again, identity. They didn't call me sir. They didn't say Mr. Martinez. They used Abuelo. They understood emotional leverage. At the park, joggers passed by. A couple walked a dog. Birds chirped. The world looked peaceful. He gave instructions. Dumpster behind the maintenance building. Lift the lid. Slide the envelope under the trash bag. Walk away normally. It felt criminal. It felt wrong. But fear is louder than instinct. I lifted the lid. The smell of rot hit me. I slid the envelope beneath the trash bag. $20,000, emergency savings, security, years of careful discipline, gone into garbage. Back in the car, he said, Daniel is being released. Then the call ended. No confirmation, no goodbyes, just silence. Silence is when logic returned. If Daniel were safe, he would call me. He didn't. I called my daughter. Daniel answered, calm, at home, no accident, no police, no fear. In that moment, everything collapsed. The crying, the wind, the urgency, the abuelo, all engineered. $20,000 gone in less than 90 minutes. But the money wasn't the darkest part. That night I felt violated. Because they didn't just steal money, they used the sound of someone I love. And here's what disturbed me most. I couldn't tell where the AI ended and my own memory began. Because my brain had cooperated. It filled in the blanks. It reinforced belief. It suppressed doubt. Later, I learned how these operations work. Short audio clips are scraped from social media. 10 seconds is enough. AI builds a digital model of a voice. It learns pitch, cadence, speech rhythm, emotional texture. Then live operators control the script and trigger specific phrases at key moments. It's structured, organized, refined. They test emotional responses. They optimize urgency. They rehearse lines. They don't rush you with violence. They rush you with love. For weeks after, when my phone rang, my chest tightened. Even normal calls triggered anxiety. Trust shifts after something like that. But shame doesn't belong here. They didn't steal from me because I'm foolish. They stole from me because I love my grandson. Because love moves faster than logic. If someone tells you not to hang up, that is exactly when you hang up. Love does not mean panic. Love means pause. And sometimes 10 seconds of pause is the difference between safety and walking step by step into someone else's trap. Now, when my phone rings, I breathe first. No matter how real the voice sounds, no matter how urgent the story feels, Technology is getting smarter, but calm verification is stronger. My only regret is seeing how much the world has changed. It feels like trust is fading. We've become numbers in databases instead of people. Everywhere you turn, someone is trying to take advantage of you, and sometimes the targets are people like me, people who didn't grow up with these technologies and had no idea how powerful they've become. Today I'm careful. An email, a letter, a website, they're everywhere, and not all of them are what they seem. And what hurts most isn't just the money. It's knowing that somewhere people are sitting behind screens making a living by studying human weakness. They wake up every day and design new ways to reach into someone's life and take what they've worked decades to earn. Hard-earned money, retirement savings, security, peace of mind. They don't see faces. They don't see kitchens that feel emptier after a spouse is gone. They don't see grandparents trying to protect a future. And they don't care about the psychological damage they leave behind, the sleepless nights, the self-doubt, the hesitation when the phone rings. To them, it's just a transaction. To us, it's trust broken. It's confidence shaken. It's the sound of someone we love turned into a weapon. And that's a different kind of theft, one that goes far deeper than dollars.